Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you, man. I'm getting ready to go into work here in a little bit. Morning watch. I got to be there at midnight, but I was gonna hop on here and drop another correctional officer video. The topic of this video, I'm talking about new officers, man. You know, your first few weeks on the job, you know, whether they send you straight to the academy, you just got back from the training academy, or you got through with the training, you know, the classroom part, you were shadowing probably a senior officer. Now they throw you the walkie-talkie, the keys, the handcuffs, and the spray, the baton if you carry one. They like, you on your own now. They throw you to the wolves. They like, here's your unit, man. So I'm going to go over some of the things to expect. You know, your first few weeks, man, really depending on how much seniority there is at your prison. You know, what's the seniority like? Your first few weeks, few months, maybe first year, expect to work every shift. You know, they're going to bounce you around a lot, you know, in the beginning especially. You know, it's kind of like it is what it is. You know, I had to go through it. Anybody that's been working in corrections, you know, when you're a rookie, you know, you at the bottom of the totem pole. You know, working in a correctional facility is 24 hours, 7 days a week. It doesn't stop. You know, holidays, weekends, whatever, man, whatever, Super Bowl, anything that's going on, you know, just because it's a holiday going on, this and that, we don't let the inmates go home and everybody get to go home. So, you know, in the beginning, you're going to have to work a lot of those different shifts, man. Expect to work, you know, the first shift, the second shift, the third shift. Expect to work the weekends, the holidays, you know, just expect it, and, you know, suspect it. You know, they should have told you that, you know, when you were going through the hiring process, you know, they should have informed you, you know, you got to do shift work. You may have to work different hours. You may have to work overnight, the weekends. You may have to do forced mandatory overtime shifts. You know, it comes with it. You know, I had to do it, like I said, my first year. It'd be crazy. It might be 1 week I'm working the first shift, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then it's like the following week, they done switched my whole schedule up. Now I'm on the night shift. I'm working midnight to 8. You know, so it was kind of like that for me for like the first couple years, you know. Then after I got a few years and I was able to bid on the post, you know, like they had like set days off and I was on a set schedule, you know. So once you start getting a little more time in, you know, moving up in the ranks, you know, then you can start putting in for certain posts that have certain days, or like you can get the shift you want. So me, excuse me, I've been on night shift for probably the past 6-7 years now. I stay on nights. You know, it works out for my life right now. You know, I got the weekends off. You know, I still get a lot of downtime and whatnot. Eventually, I said, I'm waiting a few more years for some more of the senior staff that got more time in me. I'm going to wait a few more years till a lot of them retire, you know. Then I'm going to try to transition over to the day shift. But I'm not going to work the day shift unless I can get like a Friday, Saturday minimum. I need at least a Friday, Saturday, or I can get a Saturday, Sunday, yo. So right now I got the weekends off on night shift. That's what I can get with having 11 years in, you know, at the prison I'm at. So I'm just riding it out. I'll probably stay on nights a few more years. You know, like I said, I want to go to days just because so I can get like a normal sleep schedule, you know, being on day shift, you know. But I make it work out, you know. I try to catch some power naps. My days off, I make sure I sleep good. You know, on my days off, the weekends, I might go out to eat or something, man. But most of the time, I'm in the bed by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you know, and I wake up early, work out, you know. Sometimes if I'm real tired, I did a lot of hours, worked a lot of overtime that week. Shoot, sometimes my days up, I might be in the bed at 8 p.m. Man, I see with my mom or my pops why they be in the bed early. You know, I see why now. You know, it just is what it is. I'll be grinding, though, working a lot of overtime. I might pull 4 doubles a week, 4 16-hour shifts a week, you know. Including my 5th day, I might work my 8-hour shift on my Friday going into my days off. So just expect to, you know, be bounced around, different shifts, you know. They may put you on a unit that a lot of the staff are like, you know, that unit is kind of trashy or ghetto. A lot of stuff goes down in that unit. You know, they're going to throw you in the trenches. You might work the units that nobody really wants to work, you know. It's all about your mindset, though. If you go into it with the right mindset, like, okay, boom, I'm going to the worst of the worst. I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to do the job to the best of my ability, follow policy and procedure, work with the inmates, get to know the inmates, be fair, firm, and consistent. And the inmates, man, people might say they the worst of the worst, but after a while, you might have worked that unit for 6 months. You like, man, this is a piece of cake, man. The inmates get to know you. They know how you operate. They know how you run your unit. They know what you don't like, your pet peeves and whatnot. And it's like y'all get a working relationship, and it's like you like, man, it's another day. So I feel like starting off one of the worst units in the beginning, is good. Because you can learn. You dealing with the worst of the worst inmates, I guess. And then, you can kind of see how they maneuver, see the kind of games they play, and then you learning on the job. That's basically after you get done with training, you might shadow a senior officer, for a couple of weeks. You with them the whole time, working the shift with them so you can learn from them. After that, you on your own. I remember it, man. After I was done with that, I came in. I think I started on night shift, too, in the beginning. I came in, they was like, you working such and such unit? Boom, sent me on my way, man. It was like I graduated. Now I'm in the big leagues, man. Got my walkie. I relieved who I was relieving from the second shift. Got my walkie-talkie, spray, handcuffs, all that. They passed on all the important information that happened on their shift, and it was boom. I hit the ground running, But the first few weeks, ask a lot of questions, of course. Senior staff, your staff member that may have trained you, they're still around. Always ask questions if you don't know, man. Ask the senior staff. Some staff may be like, I don't have time to answer that question. They may try to act cocky or don't want to talk to you because you're a new staff. You got to seek out the people that are helpful. Your training staff, the supervisor. If you don't know, ask, man. That's the best thing to do, man. Especially you new on the scene. The inmates know you new. They're going to try you. Stuff like that, get you to do stuff, man, that they know is against policy or they know it's not the way things are done. So the best thing I tell them, the inmates, is, if they ask me something and I'm not sure, even now, like I said, I've been in 12 years. I got 12 years experience. I still to this day tell them, I can't make no guarantees, but I will see what I can do. I'll try to make a phone call. I'll check on that for you, man. Get back with me. That's the best thing you could tell them. Don't make no promises you can't keep. Don't tell them yeah to something and you're not sure, man. Always be like that, what I just said. I can't make no guarantees, but I will check on it. I'll make a phone call. I'll let me call around. Let me ask somebody else to see, man. Then I'll get back with you. That's the best thing to do, man. So expect, like I said, the first few weeks you might be all over. You may have to work sometimes 6-7 days stretches in a row. You might not get like where you work 5 days and you got 2 days off. I've had to work like 8-9 days in a row, just because I'm new. They have me filling in for, staff members that may be out on vacation, sick leave, or in training. It's just part of the process. Like I said, when you signed up for the job, man, 9 times out of 10, they told you what it was, what was going to be. You had to work long shifts, weekends, holidays, and stuff, expected to do all that. It just is what it is, man. It's part of working your way up, it just comes with it, man. It's the nature of the beast, But like overall, the job, like I said, I like the job. I've been doing it 12 years altogether. It's the perfect job for me. I actually enjoy being a correctional officer. Like it's the perfect job for me, But always ask if you don't know, man. Tap in, with your senior staff, other people that's working on the shift. You may be working next door to another officer that's working another unit. If they're pretty cool, they know you new. They know you don't know a lot coming into the job. So, they should be more than helpful and coach you up and educate you, how things are run, and they be like, you call over there like, yo, I got a question about this. If it's a good officer, they're going to help you out to the best of their ability. It's probably somebody that's been working there a while, so they know how things go, But going into it, like I said, ask questions, expect to work different shifts, but and remember what you learned in your training, Stick to the policy, the procedures, make sure you're doing things the right way, in the beginning. You know, sometimes we get lackadaisical as officers, man, working in the correctional setting, and we tend to sometimes take shortcuts. Do everything by the book, you know. Make sure you know how to do everything by the book, you know. Even if it's a senior officer you're working with, and they're like, we don't do it like that. We do it this way, you know. This way's faster. Do it by the book, man, so you know the policy and the procedures, you know, especially your first year, man. A lot of times in your first year, you're on probation. So any kind of slip up, a mistake, something bad goes wrong, man, a lot of times you can end up losing your job that first year. So you just want to kind of fly under the radar, follow the policy and the procedure, you know, do everything by the book, man, you know, and respect your coworkers, man, you know, listen to the supervisors. You know, don't think you know everything, you know, because you new on the scene. You got a lot to learn. Like even me, I've been working 12 years. I'm still learning stuff to this day. I try to learn something new every day, or I may experience something new that I never experienced before, you know, working as a correctional officer. So it's always a constant battle, man. It's a pull, tug of war. You know, you always learning. You want to stay on your toes, you know, always be alert. You know, don't get lackadaisical. That's the number one thing. Because a lot of times working in the prison, you got a lot of downtime. You know, after you do your rounds, you know, you may have like an hour in between your rounds, depending on how the rounds are on the unit. So that's a lot of downtime. You don't want to get lackadaisical, start doing stuff, leaving your unit to go to another unit and chill with another officer, standing outside excessively, not in the unit. You know, just try to do things by the book, fly under the radar your first few weeks. First, you know, few months, your first year, man, it's gonna fly by, man. You know, next thing you know, you're gonna start getting time in, moving up. Now you see the new people coming in, you like, I remember I was like that too, man. You know, now I'm a senior staff. I can educate them and pass on the stuff I've been learning. You know, that's how the game goes, you know. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale. Shop with me, www.theghettobodybuilder.com. All kind of t-shirts, hoodies, a lot of it fitness related, motivational related, and whatnot, man. But yeah, that's some of the things you can respect your first few weeks on the job, man. You know, just expect to have to work different shifts. You know, like I said, they're going to throw you all over the place, man. You may be sometimes during the middle of the week. It's been times I'm working Monday. I come in Monday, I'm working the day shift. In the middle of the week, Wednesday, they switched my schedule up. Now I got to come back at 4 p.m. and work second shift. Then it's been one time they switched my joint like 2 times in a week. I went from days to evenings to night shift all in 1 week, man. You know, usually if you got a good lieutenant or sergeant that makes the schedule, they try their best to keep you on like a consistent schedule. You know, if you got a good one in the office that's working the desk as far as making the schedule out, baby. But yeah, remember the policy. You know, try to do everything by the book, man. Stay alert. You know, challenge the inmates, man. Don't cross the boundaries. Keep your professional and your personal as far apart as possible, you know. And like I said earlier in the video, man, the golden thing, the golden words I tell the inmates, man, if I don't know something or I'm not sure, I can't make no guarantees. But let me check on that for you. I'll get back with you on that, baby. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.